the next story is about a phantom London bus which apparently appears now and again in London and causes accidents. When I was reading the story, I could picture this London bus being like see-through, slightly green, coming out of the darkness, out of the fog, and it just really made an impact on me. I really did enjoy this story, and I don't know whether the Harry Potter movies and the books took inspiration from this urban legend, because there's a scene in the Harry Potter films where Harry Potter is actually riding a London bus, which is not entirely like a normal London bus. It can shift its shape, it can travel really fast, it goes unseen to the general public, or so it seems, and it just seems to have a lot of similarities to this story, and I find it really eerie. I really enjoyed this one. I hope you do too. Now, this urban legend begins in 1934 when a motorist was making his way down Cambridge Gardens in West London, and for some strange reason the gentleman lost control of his vehicle and crashed into a wall before bursting into flames, killing the driver. The police had no idea how the accident had happened, and it wasn't until a witness came forward and revealed that he was there on that fateful night walking along the street, when all of a sudden a big red double-decker London bus with the number 7 upon it just seemed to appear out on the road out of thin air, and it was destined for a head-on collision with the car. And there's one more thing. This bus had no passengers or even a driver. It was eerily empty. The car then swerved to miss the bus and hit the wall, bursting into flames as the bus simply faded back out of existence as it disappeared into the night. This was the birth of the number 7 ghost bus that is now said to appear at will down Cambridge Gardens at around 1:15 AM, and there have been plenty of sightings ever since, causing many accidents. It's always a red double-decker with the number 7 upon it. Sometimes the lights are on, sometimes they're not, and there are absolutely no passengers and no driver. It's as if the bus has a life of its own, and it always appeared at 1:15 AM, and at the same place, Cambridge Gardens. There is another story of a driver who survived the encounter with the phantom London bus. He described he was driving along when all of a sudden the bus was just there, heading right for him out of the darkness of night. Its headlights were blinding, and apparently both floors were eerily lit, with no passengers on board and no driver. The driver of the car swerved and ran up onto the pavement as the bus sped past him and faded back into the night. And there were hundreds and hundreds of other sightings over the years, some even saying that they'd seen the bus in the depot parked up at night. These sightings went on for quite some time, that is until 1990, when the sightings began to slow down. Many believe that this is because the roads were slightly widened to improve what was already a dangerous route, and ever since the sightings have been few and far between. But many believe that the ghost bus was real and selected its victims for particular reasons.